The petrodollar is a relic of the Nixon era, a deal that cemented the dollar's global dominance. Now, as BRICS nations challenge this system, the future of American economic power hangs in the balance. Discover the shocking truth about this financial weapon. So, what exactly is the petrodollar? It's basically an agreement where many oil-producing countries sell their oil, that black gold, only for US dollars. Think of Saudi Arabia, a major player in OPEC. For decades, they've primarily accepted dollars for their crude oil. This creates a huge constant demand for the US dollar around the world. Countries need dollars to buy oil, which is essential for their economies. Because of this ongoing demand, the dollar maintains its strength as the world's reserve currency. This gives the United States considerable economic and geopolitical power. Now, let's rewind a bit. The petrodollar system really took off in the 1970s after President Nixon ended the dollar's direct link to gold. This was known as the Nixon shock. With the gold standard gone, the dollar needed something else to back its value. The agreement with Saudi Arabia, and later with other oil-producing nations, provided that backing. These were impactful historical agreements, and because of this ingenious system, the demand for oil helped the US dollar remain stable, even though the US was printing more dollars. This demand allowed the US to have a larger trade deficit for longer and maintain a high standard of living. But this system isn't without its challenges. Alternative currencies, like the yuan, are starting to emerge. Some countries are exploring de-dollarization, that is, moving away from using the dollar in international trade. The BRICS nations, for example, are discussing using their own currencies for trade among themselves. This could slowly erode the dollar's dominance. Moreover, events like trade wars and geopolitical instability can impact the petrodollar system. If oil-producing nations start accepting other currencies for oil, the demand for dollars could decrease, potentially weakening the dollar's value. This has wide-ranging implications for the US economy and its financial system, but also globally. The US dollar and treasury bonds are often seen as a safe place to put your money, and any change in that view could have severe impacts, affecting interest rates, credit, and risk, not just in America, but everywhere. The petrodollar system has shaped international relations, influenced foreign policy, and given the US significant leverage in global politics. Sanctions, for example, become much more potent when nearly all global trade and finance is conducted in a particular currency. However, the global landscape is changing, and the petrodollar's future is uncertain. De-dollarization efforts, alternative financial systems, and geopolitical shifts all pose potential threats to the system. How the petrodollar adapts to these challenges will have a profound impact on the global economy and the balance of power. There are additional international agreements that determine the fate of this agreement that are left undiscovered in the making of this video, which we can explore in future videos. If you found this explanation insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to keep watching such amazing videos.